everyone, I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War Raids, week 32, day 7. So today we're going to be going over a little bit of spoilers, of course, for the week, and then probably mess with getting our gold repaired a little bit, since 1.5 million of that is, boom, going to guild immediately. So that will be taken out. So definitely need to go get above that gold threshold, as we still have a bit of gold grinding to do to get all the way back into a green amount. Still need to get above 10 million at some point, as we were at one point. But need to work back towards that. But anyways, as far as right now, let's get into the new things coming in. So we got ourselves a really funny goat coming to Zhejian. Unfortunately, not another goblin, but also fortunately, not another goblin. Because goblins, of course, are very notoriously annoying with their automatic extra turn. But because this is not a goblin, it doesn't have the automatic extra turn. What it does have, though, is it gets to knock an enemy to the back, similar to quite a few other rams and goats in the game. And then it gets to explode 2 gems, but it's boosted by their life. This boost ratio is at a 1 to 10 boost ratio. So if they have something like 100 life, that will be 12 explosions. If they have something like 500 life, well, you just exploded pretty much the whole board. You're doing 52 explosions. So yeah, this thing will be kind of weird. I don't really feel like it's going to be that viable. It does have Fire Link to itself. It does have a little bit of score reduction. But compared to other mana generators, when are you really going to bother using this? I guess there's a mana generator that can kind of move the enemy team as you need. But I really don't feel like this will come into play that often. Just due to the fact that there are so many better mana generators out there for cheaper. If it was something like a 10 mana cost or something, I could potentially see him being okay. But when are you really going to be using this in place of like Egg Thief or something? I don't feel like it would be that common that you would end up going out of your way to use this specifically just for the knockback that it has. It's also specifically knock the enemy to the back, not specifically moving one to the front. So you also can't really target something out that way. If they're in second slot, yes. But you know, but you're generally not going to be able to drag something to the kill spot with this ability. You're just going to be able to knock it to a location where it won't be able to get mana as well while you go and explode the board. It's definitely a funny troop, to say the least. Really funny art as well. But overall, I do not really foresee this thing being that viable, unfortunately. Though I do like the troop design. And other than that, yeah, we didn't get that much this week. We have a bounty hunter this Friday. And with that bounty hunter, we will be getting this troop right over here. Oops, I need to go move that over here. 1 second. Oops, let's move that there. Let's move that there. Let's move that there. There we go. So we're getting a goblet. This will be coming in on Friday, and it is a goblin. It ends up entangling the first 2 enemies, or give half their mana or give half mana to the first 2 allies. And then she gains an extra turn, of course, as goblins do. She has obviously a standard bounty bonus, as every bounty does. Nimble for immune to entangle, and she gets a little bit extra green life, or extra life from green allies. So overall, it's just going to be used as a kind of assisting troop within that of Bounty Hunter. It does have a little bit of potential. It's obviously going to be a little bit luck-based, but the double entangle will definitely help you survive. And the double mana will help you, you know, accumulate your mana and off extra turn automatically if you set a little bit further back in your team. Going to be a nice little utility troop. How often it will really be used, I'm not sure, but obviously it will be used this week because she is the bounty captain, so you do get a bonus with her. So we'll mess around with her this week. Not sure if I'm actually going to bother putting her in compared to just normal standard mana accumulation. But we'll see if we get a shot and go from there. But anyways, that's the things that are coming in. And that's pretty much it. On Tuesday, we'll have a faction event for Crypt, which we'll be bringing in that's kind of like Life and Death weapon, but not actually Life and Death. On Wednesday, we have ourselves the pet for Zhejian. On Thursday, we have ourselves the class for Zhejian. And then on Friday, we as I just mentioned, Bounty Hunter. So that's all that's really going on. Not too eventful of a week, but that is the week nonetheless. So we did have a pretty active week this week, so nice little week to chill, if nothing else. But remember, you do have 2 other things technically going on next week. The new Mythic is still available for the first 4 days, of course. So if you still want to go try for it, you can. And aside from that, don't forget right now, of course, Tower of Doom. The faction of Depths of Sin is still available. So if you want to go and still complete this out if you haven't already, to get all rewards or just to get deeper or to try to 500 pure faction, you still have a decent amount of time left on that. That's how much time? Exactly 6 hours and 46 minutes. So definitely worth considering. So what's our dailies today? I didn't even double check yet. Nothing good. There's no need to double check. It is awful. Also, I'm starting to level Dervish because the game keeps telling me to go level Dervish. So I'm just finally leveling Dervish now. It's gonna keep telling me to buy useless EXP4 until I get to level 80. So we're getting it to level 80. Also, hello everyone. Hello Humberto. Hello Isabel. Hello Bill. Hello Max Merlin. Hello Curtis. Hello Scout. Hello Max Merlin. Hello Original. Hello Captain. Hello Defiant. Hello Simpleman. Hello Mark Joy. Hello Dinosaur Girl. Hello Cookie. Hello Liz. And hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's go right off the bat with those. Get a nice board clear. And he's dead. And hello Dan. Welcome. Oh, did I miss your question? My bad. What was your question? Oh, you got Zillapachli today. Nice. Wish it was a little bit better, but still an okay mythic to have. Well, so hello Curtis if I didn't already say hi. Where's your question? Oh, what was my raid boss team? I need to go double check. I actually forget what it is off the top of my head. I covered the videos on Monday. I mean, I covered the teams on Monday. Whatever was in that video is what I ended up using. Let me double check. I actually forget at this point because we pretty much finished out raids, I think, on Thursday. Somewhere around there. But we end up rolling with Urskea Shield, Patience, which is the raid troop for the week, Mercy, and Guard's Avatar is what I end up running with, ultimately. And I ran it the entire time until we got all rewards. Okay. Let's keep going. So thank you, Bill. And hello, Logan. Welcome, welcome. I don't think there's a one-to-one replacement for Guard's Avatar in that team. You'd have to change the build into a Mang build or something else, most likely. Because there's not a one-to-one equivalent within the kingdom. The closest thing is Paladin, and you don't want to like one-shot that slowly with Paladin. That would not work that well. Do I play on PS4? I do not even own a PlayStation 4. I own a Wii, and I don't even, I mean a Switch, and I don't even play the Switch version. At least not anymore, anyways, just because it's so far behind. But, no, I only play the PC version, and occasionally mobile, just to claim tribute. But I pretty much just play the PC version of the game. Yeah, it was one of the easiest delves we've ever had. Not the quickest, but definitely one of the easiest. Also, who was that yesterday? We did finally get a slot open, by the way. Possibly 2 slots. But, Knock Wolf, if you're here, we actually do have a slot now. Not sure if he's here. He was the other few days. But he wanted to get into the guild. And, we have space now. Not sure if he's here at the moment. We'll hopefully catch him in the next few days. Because ideally, hoping to catch him in before reset, though. That's generally the best time to switch, is right before. Is there any team that's faster or better than Skeleton Key team? For what? Gold farming? Or just in general? A lot of things are faster than Skeleton Key team. But generally, things are not really that much quicker at farming gold than Skeleton Key team, particularly running a double Cedric build in Explore 12. So what's our offers? It's literally flashing right now. I did look at them earlier, but so we got this thing: 1x Medal of Guard. We do not need a bunch of useless crafting material to a really small degree. We do not need, and our gifts. We got gifts. We got the guildmate gifts. Let's see. Do I go for this again? It's technically a positive gem value. However, 75 of those gems do not go to me. But let's go have more guildmate gifts. We're going for it. We're going for it. We'll get it again. So I can actually go gift stuff to my guild mates again. Whenever we want. There we go. So now I can gift them stuffs. So next order of business. Let's go and clear out dungeons. Hand out a code. Get our diamond day done. Where's my Phoenicia? She's somewhere around here. And then I want to go power grind at hero class over there. Well, there's things that are quicker than Key Team. Like, there's a lot of variants of skull spam that works quicker in PvP. And there's a lot of like loop spam stuff that can infinitely loop or near infinitely loop that works better in PvP. Like, for example, Truffle and Beatrix, as well as a few other as far as skull spams like Divine Spala combo, Divine Spala Quillen combo, and a few others. But as far as Explore Gold, you're still better off pretty much sticking with Key and using Key for it, particularly double Cedric version of Key. As far as quicker Explore, what we're using right now is the quickest for running 5, which is 2 trophy farming. And then the quickest for the higher range can be quite a few different teams. I personally prefer using the Scorpius team, but it has a couple options between skull spams, instant kills, and running true damage kind of things for it. We'll go for that for now. And is that even aligned? Yeah, I'll take that for now. And then we just kill it with Withering Staff. He'll just look at the skull, decide not to take it, and then die for it. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, Hero Mang is generally one of the safest ways you can go about doing most content in the game. And it works for pretty much everything. Might not be the most optimal for everything, but it definitely works for everything. And it's good to get a feel for it, because a lot of stuff does use it, even later into the game. Oh, there we go. We got 1 Celestial Trade Stone, 500 Souls, 80 Diamonds, 2 Gem Keys, and 400 Shards. There we go. A standard Sunday one. And you should always get it every single Sunday. Always worth it. Surprised we were still able to get the one-shot there. Actually, we did leave it with a little bit of durability, because we didn't actually set any magic right there, which is a little bit of a hindrance. Also, this flash offer is useless. Don't really bother going for it. It is pretty underwhelming. But anyways, I said I would hand out code right now, so let's go hand out code, and let's go on the hero grind. Give me a moment. It is buried over here. It should be this one right here. Let me go and make sure it works, and if this does work, let me delete all the way up to this point. Let's see, where is the code section? There it is. Why is it in the inverse order? Weird. There we go, put that there. That does indeed work. Here you guys go, here's the redeem code. You use this on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Enjoy, everyone. There it is, right over there. There's the gear code. Redeem code. Okay, let me go and just mark this real quick. Just so I don't forget to do this later. Where is the edit? There it is. 1 second. Oh no, I feel the need to sneeze. Oh no. Gosh. Okay, now that's all the way marked. Also, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 codes left. However, I have another 35. So it'll be good for a while. Anyways. Let's go back to the hero class grind. So I want to try getting this hero class to level 80. Not the Abelist, the Dervish. So it'll stop telling me to go level it. Let's see. How's PvP 1 trophy doing today? Are you going to be nice to us? Or are you just going to troll us the entire time like right now you already are? Okay, we're just going to explore. But, you know what? Yeah, well, no, we can't do that, team. I forgot we need Redstorm. Gotta run the Rowan version of it. Where'd it go? I know you're hiding in there. There we go. My Pure Faction team is the thing with 50% score reduction, followed by the thing that has mana accumulation, followed by 2 of the thing that hits for extra damage. But that's the team we end up running. And it ended up working out pretty well. I'm not sure if I'm going to show a battle, though. Just because it's very, 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 very slow. We did it last night, as far as if you want to see it. but it takes a really long time to win. It is extremely sluggish. But it's this team right over here. Where'd it go? It was this one. It was Ironjaw, Damin Naga, and Torteris is what we end up rolling. But that's what we ran for the Pure Faction. That team right there. If you want to see it on action, we did it last night. A little bit too slow to bother bringing it out right now. Just for a battle. Plus, I already started to delve with a different team, so I'd have to go through the entirety of the delve and then restart it again with that team. Which would take quite some time. Yeah, Demi Naga. Or Demi Naga. I keep saying his name wrong. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome. Oh, okay, Bill. Oh, I misunderstood what you said then. My bad. Yep, there it is. Enjoy. Let's see. We'll take that for now. There should be enough mana to get it wiped. Someone didn't like the code. Someone probably didn't like the random disconnect. Oh no. Yeah, I saw that. YouTube kind of just like died for a second there. We're back up now. Yeah, I think it cut out for like 10 seconds there or something. Based on how long the thingy went away. Ooh, that's not a one-shot. Wait, I'm not even set to armor right now. I need to fix that. We're still running with the other metal thing. That would be helpful. There we go. Pure armor. That's a bit better. Wrong one. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. With all of our additional damage. I don't feel like we have enough to take it. However, we do have enough to take that. What are all the daily gem offers that are worth that you know of? We went over that a little bit earlier. There's not that many. The lower value pet one is 100% of the time always worth it. The higher dollar or the higher value pet one is normally worth it, especially if it's a copy of a pet they actually need. Any of them that have keys in it in bulk, I believe, are worth it. Not like the really small ones, but like the larger ones that actually have a positive gem value. As long as you actually need those keys at some point, they end up being worth it. Particularly, there's one that costs 400. That's 20 event keys, 20 gem keys, and some other stuff. It has a pretty decent positive gem trade. However, that assumes you need event keys. The one we bought today is okay value. However, the increase in value is not necessarily given to you. It's mostly given to your guild. But it's a good way to get the resource if you're not going to be spending money, but you've already spent money on the game. It's a kind of way to get it alternatively. And there's a few others here and there. As a rule of thumb, they're not worth it. If you think it's worth it or not, it's probably not worth it. As a rule of thumb when it comes to those offers that they have. If you just need like a general rule of thumb to go on off of every single one. Because 90% of them, if not more, are not worth it. What do you do in barriering? 2 times. Really trying to get that tankiness up, apparently. Yeah, that was the one I was referring to. The one that comes with 20 gem keys and 20 event keys and 20 glory keys, I believe it is. It is insanely good value if and only if you need event keys. If you do not need event keys and you're like me and have infinite event keys, it's actually a bad offer. However, if you're still at a point where you need event keys, it's actually a really good offer because of the amount of positive gem exchange it has. Yeah, 4.9 was a bit of a weird patch. We'll have to see what ends up coming with 5.0. I think they were doing something related to the beta starting this Monday as well. I heard mention of. So we'll get to see exactly what's happening with that. I think they're just recruiting for it, though. I don't think the beta is actually starting. Because I don't think they've done recruitment for it yet. Like they were kind of planning on. So maybe we'll just do the old crew again. Okay, what do we need here? I'll take our blues. And I'll just instantly wipe them. Alright, do I always open my keys during the beta version? No. I generally almost never do. Just because I feel like the keys will disappear. However, they actually don't disappear. Because it's not the live version. So I could theoretically spend all my resources however I want. But I'm always skeptical, like, if I do, it's like, oh, this will go and save to the live version. Obviously, it doesn't. It never does. But I still don't do it. Because it feels weird. But I could disenchant my troops and not have them all disenchanted. I could, we could try making a bunch of power orbs and just randomly power up some stuff. We could, I don't know, we could do anything that our normal amount of excessive resources and everything could do. We could craft 20-something of a mythic. And have the most amount of mythics anyone has ever seen. Just to get a screenshot of it for fun. Actually, that would probably be one of the funnier ones. Use every diamond we have to buy more plagues. Or whatever's in Soulforge. And then have like 20 or 30-something copies of it. Actually, be closer to 20-something. But have like 20-something copies of a mythic. And then take a screenshot of it. Well, the beta isn't attached to live servers almost always. Very rarely are they. But almost always they're not attached to live servers. So anything that you do on them does not get saved to your main account. It's normally a backup of your account from like a month back, if not a couple months back. And whatever you do on it, generally speaking, has no effect on your main account. Well, they supposedly have been checking their forum quite a bit for bug reports and stuff. How well they've been acting on it is questionable. But supposedly they have been checking. Do a 500 VIP chest opening video? Haha. We theoretically could. We theoretically could. There's a lot of really weird videos we could do. Based on having the capability of using all of our resources without actually using all of our resources. It should be full mana. And then he's dead. Yeah, Delves I tend to just do for their minimums. I do like them though, personally. And I do actually really like Guild Wars, but it is pretty stressful. It's like the most stressful game mode. Speaking about Guild Wars, isn't Guild Wars next week? Got ourselves the Guild of Wars. Let's see. I'll take that for now. I select a turn. Yeah, when I say next week, I meant tomorrow. Next week. I meant next reset. What did we really get within that time that it's actually going to be viable to use? I don't feel like we really got much in that time. Because the most recent mythic is trash. The hero class was nothing too special. We didn't get really anything too enticing during that time. How's our leveling going? 75. I need to get to level 80 for it to stop telling me to go level it. Then I'll figure out something else to annoy me with. Ta. Figure out any cool teams with the new Delve event, hero weapon. You could definitely build an interesting team out of it. I haven't really tried messing with it too much yet. I feel like the biggest issue is its non-guaranteed chance of creating those skulls. Because if you fall behind, you lose. And given that your hero is going to be dragged to first slot, it's really easy for you to fall behind on HP. Because not only do you have to beat out their first slot's HP, which you probably will, but then after being in first slot for some duration, you then have to beat out the HP of every other thing on the enemy team. And the second that you dip below their HP, that weapon's going to become useless. And it's going to take a really short duration of time to dip below the enemy's HP in most situations. Like, your first cast might be really good, but every subsequent cast of that weapon is going to be pretty pitiful. Whereas something like Rope Dart gets a good 4 first cast. That new weapon that got added is going to have a good first cast, maybe a good second cast, but that's like the most it's going to get value-wise. Every cast beyond that point is going to be very reduced in value. Technically, all of them after the first will be quite reduced in value. Should just went for that Firebomb team. What do you say is your favorite legendary troop? And what's my favorite mythic? That's a hard decision. As far as overall strength, probably Yagway for legends and mythic. Mythic's a hard choice. It's because there's so many different categories of what good mythics are. I'm not sure what I would currently make it. Probably Wild Queen. She's been really nice since she got buffed a little over a year ago. Hey, Yagway over Mirage Queen. Mirage Queen is pretty nice. However, most of Mirage Queen's value is 50% elemental start. The rest of its ability isn't really what makes it unique. And there's a lot of things that have a 50% mana start. There's not really much that has like Yagway's combo into himself. Yagway's combo into himself is probably one of my favorite mechanics for messing around with, just to have fun. Well, no, it depends like what kind of category we're doing it off of. Yeah, a lot of people love Queen Bee. I personally place Mirage Queen above Queen Bee, though, as far as my favorites. But Yagway would probably be above Mirage Queen, even though I use Mirage Queen more. Like, Mirage Queen is a really big staple of a lot of teams in the current state of the game. However, it's not normally the Mirage Queen that is the team. Like, if you're building a Yagway team, Yagway is your team. If you're building a Mirage Queen team, it's what Mirage Queen is feeding that is your team. The Mirage Queen itself is not the team. It's just the thing that supports the team. It supports it very well, but it's not like the thing that the team is. Like, this team without the Rowan would be useless. Because in this particular instance, the Rowan is more so the centerpiece. And similarly, in a Yagway team, the Yagway is your centerpiece. In no instance is your Mirage Queen you're the centerpiece of your team. It's a great support, but it's not the centerpiece of it. Yeah, it does have really good backup. It also has one of the best curse abilities in the game. 4 times curse for 15 mana. With chance of extra turn. Which is arguably the best curse in the game, actually. Definitely one of the best. And while curse is very situational, it is still strong nonetheless. What is my favorite Wild Queen PvP team? Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure what my absolute favorite is. Obviously, one of my favorite combos with it is Web Spinner into Wild Queen. Really fun to mess around with. As far as a full team, I'm not really sure what my absolute favorite is for her. It's fun to kind of just mess around with different options and see what works. Because a lot of stuff works with it. As long as you have one thing to mana accumulate properly, there's almost no wrong answer for it. What is my favorite troop overall? Again, what is that based off of? Probably Leprechaun, if you're basing it off of just sheer usefulness. But it would depend what parameter we're doing it based off of. But if we're just going off of sheer usefulness, yeah, it's probably Leprechaun. Oh, what's your question? Simpleman. Let's see. You just looked at the shop first time. Can you explain where all the stuff is? Sure, I can go explain it real quick. Oh yeah, I might need to go over that on Monday. I forgot. We haven't had a Monday video since the patch, have we? So I might need to re-explain where everything is. So if we go to the shop menu, you can see everything has been completely moved. They added a little bit of a gem bonus whenever you first buy your gems. And if you already bought gems before, the next gem purchase you do, we'll get that bonus. For the next category, we have resources. This is where you can find the souls for glory and the maps for glory. Subscription is where you find all of the useless monthly subscriptions. They also buffed daily gems a little bit. Weekly events is where you find a lot of useless stuff. However, you do find the glory troop here, all the way at the end. So that's useful. And then as far as specials, there's nothing here. But yeah, as far as the glory tab, it all got allocated to different locations. If I'm not mistaken, the spoils of war and obviously the souls and treasure maps got moved to resources, and then the glory troop got moved to the weekly event. So if you're looking to find that, is over in the weekly event tab, right over here. But that's where everything is, or at least the relevant things, anyways. I didn't bother claiming my redeem code from earlier. Same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Likely already dead by now. Ah, there we go. But I'll need to go over that on the Monday video. Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot about that. Though I would have realized it as soon as I started prepping for the video. It's like, oh yeah, all the locations of everything are moved. I'll make sure not to buy the Spoils of War too, just so I can confirm and show where the Spoils of War have actually been moved to within the game. Anyways, let's keep Dervish leveling. We're obviously not getting it all the way to 80 right now. But I need to get it closer so the game stops telling me to go level it. Because it keeps giving me a useless middle task every single time it does. We've already seen it 3 times, and it's only been out for like, what, 5 days? So more than half or half the times it has shown us a level Dervish option. Oh no, I place Leprechaun overall value above an Infernus, oddly enough. Even though Infernus is still a nice troop. Like, when do I ever really use Infernus much these days? It is super situational. Hello, Robert! I'm not sure if Salty will ever increase the key uses. We have gotten some keys in the past that has had higher uses, but they've been very situational. But yeah, they go pretty quick. They can definitely go pretty quick sometimes. Yeah, Gems of War database has a lot of stuff that quite a few other locations doesn't have. It's gowdb.com. Just the initials of Gems of War database. .com. Let's see, we'll go for the explosion. What are you doing surviving with 4 HP? Oh, so we should be about above 1.5 million by now for the guild for tomorrow. And luckily we don't have any side factions that will go and devour our gold. Yep, we already went past it. When will be our next Animal Crossing stream? Tuesday is our next Animal Crossing stream. We'll probably be on the grind for, actually, what would be the main thing we're going to be doing? I ended up mentioning at the end of the previous video. We kind of reorganized some of our stuff. We're probably going to have like 1 billion flowers. So that'll be a thing. As far as, as far as things we'll do, we'll probably be grinding for some insects again. And fish. Because there's still several I need to catch 5 copies of. Because I'm being paranoid about getting the model for everything. Which is pretty cool. We're actually getting pretty close. Yeah, we normally don't stream it on Monday. Hey, that's so long to wait. It's just 2 days. You'll survive 1 day without it. But no, we generally leave Mondays and Fridays open. Just so I can get other things done and also to cover Gems of War stuff. But I need some kind of day available. I can't stream all day every day. As much as that would be fun to do. But I've been using Monday and Fridays as those kind of break periods to get other stuff done. Yeah, Animal Crossing has been very addicting. I wouldn't be surprised if it wins Game of the Year. Mostly because what's its competition? But also because it's pretty solid. Let's see. I'll take that over. Because so many games have just gotten stunted in development. Yeah, but it's a remake. No remake's ever gonna win Game of the Year. Like, it doesn't matter how good they make the remake. I don't think a remake will ever win Game of the Year. Animal Crossing is the real quarantine hero. Pretty much. Let's see. Take that one over. Grab our explosions. I thought Cyberpunk 2077 or 2077 got delayed till next year. I haven't been following it too much. But doesn't it come out in 2021? Or so late in 2020 that it wouldn't really count as a 2020 game? Because that's what's going to happen to a lot of next-gen stuff. Like, even if something gets announced for, like, PlayStation 5 very soon, it's going to be so late in the year cycle that it probably wouldn't qualify. Like, it might come out in, like, November. And if it comes out around that time, generally something like that wouldn't win Game of the Year. Just because it's too close to the cutoff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Cyberpunk got delayed to 2021. I'm not 100% certain on that because I don't follow it too closely. But last I recall, it did get delayed. To how long, I do not recall. I don't even believe it's coming out this year. Or if it is, it's so late in the year that it probably wouldn't be a 2020 game, technically. Like, I could see Cyberpunk taking it next year for 2021. But then again, we still have a lot of next-gen stuff that we have, like, little info on right now. Competition is definitely going to be a lot steeper next year. Simpleman, the one that you have all the way to the right isn't always a VIP exclusive one. If it has a slight sale on it, that means it's a normal one. And it's just giving you a sale because it's a normal one. But the rightmost slot is not always a VIP objective on the daily adventure board thingy. Or not the adventure board, but the, whatever called, the flash offer things. It can be normal tasks. And whenever it is a normal one, it'll be undiscounted by, I believe, 25% or whatever it was. 20%. But yeah, the one all the way to the right, while you need VIP 6 to have that third slot, it is not always something that is locked behind VIP 6. And the easiest way to tell is if you have a discount on it. If it has a discount, then it's not specifically something that you only get from VIP. And if it does have a discount, it is something that you'd be able to get by other means. Whereas with no discount, it would be VIP only. How relevant is Dawnbringer as a weapon in the current meta? It's used occasionally, but it's not, like, game-breaking. The main benefit of it is 4x barrier option with a pretty solid full AoE. It's very situational, but it's still good and worth having. As someone who still doesn't have it, but is halfway there, soul-wise, you're wondering if it's worth it. Yes, it's probably worth going for. It's still a really situational option, but it's one of the more defensive weapons in the game, while still having a decent offense. Yeah, a lot of games, if they come out in December or really late November, will count as the following year's game, even though they theoretically came in the previous year. That tends to happen. Because you have to keep in mind, the game rewards are normally in really early December. So if a game comes out in really early December or in like later November, it normally doesn't even qualify for the game rewards because they're already happening. You know, it's already in production and everything. So they generally don't count for it. So if a game was to come really late November or any time in December, it generally wouldn't qualify for it. And given coronavirus, I feel like a lot of games will be under that category of super late into the year, if they even come out this year. Assuming there even is a game rewards this year. Coronavirus might still be going up until December, who knows? Please no, I know, right? Oh, you never know, though. Gosh, what do we even go for here? We're just gonna go for the poke thingy. And then he'll poke us back. Multiple times, apparently. And then we'll kill it with whatever. Oh, don't use summon. Why you gotta do that? There we go. And more Corona? More Animal Crossing. Pretty much. Let's see. We grab our greens there. Get our splits. Oh, I needed that battle. Clicked too quickly. That's gonna take forever for us to find a good one again. There we go. But if anyone still has any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. And we'll make sure to do so. We pretty much wrapped up everything we need to for the week. Just trying to get that Dervish XP in there, so the game will stop telling me to go level it. Yeah, America got hit really bad with it. And even once it goes away, the economic devastation is still going to last a very, very long time for a lot of people. Especially since there aren't really rent freezes going on yet either. Like, people are just accumulating debt pretty much. Or a lot of people who aren't able to work by any means. Who don't have money in savings or anything. Like, I luckily have enough that if I made literally nothing for several months, I'd kind of be okay. I'd have almost no money in the bank at that point, after that point. But I'd kind of be okay for that little bit of duration. Let's see, we'll take that for now. But a lot of people aren't in that situation. They just live paycheck to paycheck. And now they're like months behind. What do we grab here? We'll take that for now. Get a rain in there. Hell, you're buying me a few packs of top ramen every month. Oh, you haven't had ramen in a while. I'm a big salad person. Salad and eggs. Two relatively cheap things, particularly eggs, that make a lot of things. Well, a salad doesn't really make a lot of things, but you can put a lot of things on it. Where salad kind of can be, eggs can be made into a lot of things. Let's see, we'll put that for now. And you can even combine them together. Eggs on salad. Let's see, we'll go for that. Clear out that. What bookstore I read? Gosh, I haven't read a book in years. I do kind of want to get back into reading. Now would kind of be a good time. What happened? Oh, Osman! Yes, I need to go get you back into the guild. Let me know what your thing is. It was a misclick from earlier, Osman. I did not mean to kick you. Please let me know what your invite code is, and I'll go and re-invite you right now. But yeah, sorry about that. Also, I'll give you 25 gems to make up for it as well. I have one of those little pack thingy thingies. I did not mean to kick you. I meant to kick someone else who has a name really close to you. And I wasn't really paying attention at the time. And I accidentally kicked you. But yes, Osman, give me your code and I'll get you right back in. Sorry about that. I was hoping I could get in contact with you before then. And there you are, so that works out. But yeah, give me your code right now and I'll get you right back in. I did not mean to kick you. Let's see. That's what I really hate with how the guild menu is set up. It doesn't give a confirmation of the name that you're trying to kick. There we go. Let me go get you in right now. Sorry about that. Let's see. Where's Osman? I'm looking for guilds, or actually, I'm looking for. Yeah, you do it off a guild, underneath admin. Let's see, invite. Let's see, where did Osman go? Osman 89, and then G4, YS. Oh yeah, that's. I remember when we added you, the funny end tag of your thing. Obviously, you have no determination of what this is, but honestly, that's probably the funniest 4 letters anyone has ever gotten for their thing. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that. You have been added. Or back added. Oh, there you go. You have been back. Let me know if you got back in. Yeah, you were near the name I meant to kick. Also, I didn't even kick the other person yet that I meant to kick. I need to go do that. It was around the time that the stream started, so I just started streaming instead. It was one of the reasons. I was kind of in a rush, and I accidentally ended up kicking you rather than the person I meant to. But anyways, let's see. Let's go back to the little bit of grind here. But I might wrap up soon for the night. As much as I want to get all of 80 right now, so it doesn't tell me to go get a useless task tomorrow. But we're getting there. We're almost there. Was it 76? Yeah, 76. No, I'm not going to re-kick him again for the troll factor. Is there a way for it to show class talents on teams you share in global? Yes. Oh, not show it? Yes. There is a way. I forget how. I believe if you click 0 for it. But yeah, if you just show the teamy things, let's see. I believe if you just get rid of every last field, you might not even need to 0 it. But for example, if we go get purple Zillow and we copy it. Actually, let's get something that's a little bit more useful. How about this one? No. Yeah, that one. So if I grab this team, and we go and get the copy paste, and then we go to, let's say, our guild chat, or how about global? Let's go to a random global. How about global number 876? 876. Okay, so if we go and wow, there's actually people getting mythics here. Though it looks like it takes forever. Look, a Mistralis. It's been ages. But if you get rid of all this data right here, I believe it is, and you just keep the first 4, it'll paste it with just the teams. So as you can see here, no class is set up. Do keep in mind, if someone copy-pastes this, I believe it changes their hero class to nothing for the team, so they'd have to go and change it themselves. But if you just want to show the team, you just get rid of all the last fields. So this is what we had initially. And you get rid of all of the stuff from here forth. So as soon as it starts going to single number, the comma right before single number, you delete all of that. Because if you don't, this is what it looks like. But if you do delete it, it looks like this. And it just looks like the thing without it. As you can see, it doesn't show any of the Sun Spear stuff. But that's how you do it if you want to just get the team. I normally don't do it like that. But if you ever do want to do it like that, that's how you do it. Actually, I never tried doing the inverse of that. What would happen? I don't think it would let you. Pretty sure it wouldn't do anything if you do the inverse. Oh, it does! I never realized that. You can also just show off a hero class by doing the inverse of it. I never realized that was a thing. I knew you could do it for the team. I didn't realize you could do the inverse of it just to show a hero class. So if someone's just asking about a hero class, you could do it like that. Oh, that's pretty cool. I knew about this version of it. I didn't realize you could just do hero class as well. That's pretty cool. So you could show like different hero class builds without specifically showing it to a team. But yeah, that's all you have to do. Literally just delete the other half. And you could show either half. Ends up working out quite nicely. I knew about the first thing. I didn't actually realize you could do it for class. Learned something new today. But yeah, I knew you could do it for the team, but I didn't realize you could isolate the class as well. It's pretty cool. Anyways, let's go back to the little bit of grind. Yeah, there's a few different ways that you can end up inviting someone without putting in their code. I just figured we did the code method. Why are we doing tier 1 battles? They give 2 class XP. They can also be quick killed very easily if you go to a lower level range, like right now. As you can see, they're dying in one shot. And we still get the increased XP of 2 XP per battle. And we're trying to get Dervish leveled so that we can get the game to stop telling us to go level Dervish on the middle task. Because it keeps telling me to do so. Yeah, no worries, Osman. I didn't mean to kick you. I believe it was Michael that I meant to kick. Because you were both kind of similarly placed alphabetically, I ended up accidentally getting you while I was in a rush earlier. I didn't even notice because it didn't have like a little warning thingy on it. And then when I realized what I did, I was like, oh, well then, whoops. Like I realized it like seconds afterwards. It's like, that's the wrong person. But yeah, some people in the guild wanted Michael out. And we need to clear someone to make room for more people. Also, did we even get all tasks done this week? Because we might need to increase minimum to 1.5 million if people are slacking. One of the whole points we have it at only 1 million is under the impression that we'll still get it all done. And while we were able to still get it all done, we barely still got it all done. Anyways. If anyone else has any other questions, let me know. Make sure to do so. Do the kingdom challenges, they all give 2 XP as well. But you have a limited amount of kingdom challenges is the problem. It's not like you can infinitely farm a single one. Yeah, sorry about that, Osman. But it's all fixed now, and luckily before reset time. That would have been annoying if it wasn't fixed between reset time. But luckily we're on stream, so it worked out perfectly. Do you think the dev will be introducing a new boss to craft? Like, yes. It's one of the reasons I would not advise crafting a second Zugoff. There actually was discussion, though not confirmed, that they would add another troop that's basically like Zugoff that would cost the exact same amount or similar, and that it could cost a lot of power orbs or some kind of other hard-to-obtain resource, but probably power orbs. Do be mindful of that. We might be getting another Zugoff that isn't Zugoff. It has yet to be confirmed, and obviously has yet to be added to the game. However, there's a possibility it would be added. And the soonest it would probably be added is 5.0, which is the next patch added to the game, whenever they get around to it. And that's likely happening sometime in the summer. Based on when they normally do updates, it is likely late June. However, coronavirus, so it might be later. But late June, early July is around the time we can kind of expect the next update. Though no confirmed date, obviously. We literally just had the most recent patch. Last week. Hasn't even been a week yet. Yes, you can create codes without having the troops. You are allowed to make up team compositions that do not actually have the troops yet. Like if you're missing them. You would have to guess what they are or use a third-party tool to figure out what they are. But it is technically possible to like make mock-up teams without actually having the troop. You wouldn't be able to use those teams, obviously. But you'd still be able to like share them. If you know, like, oh, I don't have this troop, but this team would work perfectly for what this person is asking. Actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the only thing we should be missing is the Mechanome. Yep. We'll get you eventually. He came after I've been hoarding vault keys, so I don't have him yet. I'm in no rush to get him. Obviously, we can get him instantly with this many vault keys. If we don't get him in 185 vault keys, there's something wrong. Let's see. Oh, what was your thing that you mentioned, Sippleman? Let's see. Did I read that? Yes, I did. Can you go to a class tree from a class and look at the bottom right corner? Oh no, what's in the bottom right corner? Troops, class, trees. Use copy talents, share guild chat, share to global chat. Yeah, you can use copy talents from a pasted team. So if you want to just use it from a paste, you can put them in. And obviously has the ability to share it in guild and everything. Oh, did that actually isolate it if you share it that way? I never tried doing it that way. I normally just paste it manually. Makes sense. Yeah, it has an only talent option built into itself. The only problem with doing all kingdom challenges is quite a bit of the later ones take a lot amount of time. So much so that we'd be way less XP than what we're doing now. Even though on paper doing all of them sounds like a lot of XP. You have to keep in mind the amount of time that it is needed to allocate towards it to get that much XP. It's kind of like saying, oh, we can have over 20,000 gems if we go do all of our treasure maps. But are we really going to do all of our treasure maps? If I go do all my treasure maps, I would have at least 21,000 gems. But we'd have to do all of our treasure maps. Is the caveat to that. That is easily over 20,000 gems. And way more in gem value. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Do let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably be wrapping up soon. And by soon, I think we'll do it by the time we get our next level. For level 77, lucky 7s. Have we hit the 77 yet? I don't believe we have. Should be pretty close. Let me double check our EXPs. How close are we? Yeah, we'll go to 77. We're pretty much already there. What is that, like 12, 13 more battles? We're getting 2 XP per battle. So it looks like 12 more battles then. Should be pretty quick with how quickly they're going. Takes like 10 minutes to get that many battles done on one trophy PvP. Most of it, like half the time's repicking. We're often, hey, an epic ingot, nice, I need those. Or actually, no, I don't need those anymore. That's something we did the other day, which I actually forgot about. We now finally have every epic weapon in the game maxed. We have every single weapon maxed that isn't a Doom weapon, with the only exception being Mank, which I deliberately don't have maxed. But yeah, we finally did it the other day. So we theoretically don't even need epic ingots anymore. So now those are dead content as well, to go with all the other dead content. To start making us get infinite excess resources. Too bad you can't convert ingots into Doom scrolls. You kind of think you would be able to. Pure faction and deathless simultaneously. Yeah, the one this week's pretty easy to do both at once. Main thing you'd have to deal with on the final battle is make sure to dispose of the legend quickly. And then as long as your tank tanks, you're never going to die. Because all their damage is upfront damage. As long as your first slot keeps tanking, you're not going to actually die to them. It's one of the easier factions we've ever had in the game, as far as pure faction is concerned. It's actually arguably the easiest. I'm not sure if it's actually easiest, though. I still feel like one of the instant kill ones might be easier, even though it's more luck-based. But I was unable to do both when we end up running our thing. Mostly because our last slot died to the really annoying dragon summon. He got a dragon summon that had 75% spell reduction. That just took way too long to kill. And then it ended up killing our last slot because it hits first and last slot. And while our first slot could tank, our last one could not. So we finished the final battle with only 3 troops, which make it take even longer. But it went down at least. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Did we kill Hero? No, we did not. That's bad. Because now he's going to revive again. We're going to need 3 Rowain casters to kill him. That's going to be super annoying. Did that try to get mana? We didn't actually get anywhere though. Oh, you're one down. But he's gonna get a revive here. Yep. Saw that coming. Luckily we have follow-up. Yeah, you should save the tank for last when you're doing this faction. You should kill... The order that you should kill is the legendary, then kill the summoner, then kill the mana generator, then kill the first slot that has 1,000 HP armor. Because by the time you get to the point of killing the first slot, it's almost guaranteed you're going to have 1,000. Especially if you lost any troops prior. But even if you didn't, you're probably still going to get 1,000 up front. But yeah, the one that tanks up HP and armor is the absolute last thing you do. Just because it's almost guaranteed you're going to reach 1,000 regardless of what you do. So you want to save it for last. And kill all the more threatening things first. In order of the legend, which will do all the damage. The summoner, which will be annoying and delay the battle. Then the mana generator. And then finally the tank. That will be at 1,000 by the time you probably get to it. Which seems like a lot of stats, but it goes down pretty easily once you kill out everything else. Because it can't really do much. Plus it denies skulls, so it gets even less value in that regard. You know, like it has no way of hitting back. It just gains some durability here and there. And you can outpace it on damage normally. Do you know how many gold keys is expected to max out a specific rare troop? A specific rare, I do not know. A specific common, I believe it takes about 80,000 gold keys, if I'm not mistaken. However, I'm not sure what the same is for a rare. It's probably some kind of absurd number. I would not advise doing it for rares. Normally, if you're trying to max a rare, you do glory keys, not gold keys. But I have no clue what the math is on rares these days to get them maxed through gold keys. Some kind of really high number. Probably over like 120,000, if not more. Maybe even closer to 150,000. But I know commons used to be like tens upon tens of thousands. But I'm not sure what the current math comes out to. Yeah, I know I've been really tired lately myself. The day-long stream still has kind of thrown off my schedule. As far as my sleep schedule. Hopefully it'll be back to normal soon. I'll probably sleep in a little bit tomorrow. So if the video's a little bit later, that is probably why. I do kind of want to catch up on sleep a bit. I'll still be going over in all of its in-depth glory. Quite literally. You finished 500 Pure Faction? Nice. Well, why did I take the Kraken battle? Kraken hasn't been meta for a while, but that's actually really old meta what he's using right now. Well, except for the weapon. That's a weird weapon to be using. But the rest of his team is really old meta. The good old days. That was like 3 years back. House of 1,000 Daggers. There we go. Nice, quick, easy one. We should almost be there. I think we only need a few more battles. We only need like 12 to begin with. To get our level 77. Lucky 7s. Oh wait, we already got it. I wasn't even paying attention. I was going to say, we should have had it by now. We are quite literally multiple battles past. I must have just been spam clicking to even notice. Time flies by. Okay, we'll end right on this gnome, who will give us exactly 4 gem keys. Go. I should have protected 2,500 gold, but I'm sticking with 4 gem keys. Ah, well, we got 5 gems. Close. It was gem related. And the number was almost correct. It was just gems, not gem keys. Still a good drop. Anyways, anyone else have any other questions? Anything else I missed? Otherwise, I'm probably calling it a night for now. We'll be back with Gems of War, of course, tomorrow. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. About an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be going over and prepping for Guild Wars. Since we don't actually have any event, we'll just be prepping Guild Wars. Maybe messing around with a new troop, though it didn't seem really that useful. Do I have a Wrench Master 5000? Yes, but it's useless. It's basically just a small armor buff. It's pretty bad. Can you paste your class grinding team you're using? Oh, yeah, sure. Let me go get it real quick. 1 second. I don't have Chrome open at the moment, so let me go grab it. Let's see. Where's my stream? Let's see. Let's just type in Gems of War. Because for whatever reason, doesn't have a direct way of getting my channel from there. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Where's my stream? Let me go leave a like on it. Pause the ad. Stop trying to play me an ad. Oh no, we got an upside down like button. Who gave us the upside down like button? Thank you though. There we go. Anyways, what was the other thing? We did that, we did that. Oh yeah, paste the team. I came here for a really specific reason, obviously. Let me go paste that team. Yeah, we used it a lot. It's this one right over here. This is what we normally use. Keep in mind, you change the hero class to whatever you want. Obviously, don't use Dervish with it if you don't need Dervish XP right now. But here's the team. There you go. Yeah, there's the team we were just using. That's the Explore team. Any other questions? Besides the weapon you are using now and the Merrill Q, what other weapon and troop can be used for what? For the team that I was just using? Literally anything. As long as it doesn't block Rowan, there is no wrong answer. Mountain Crusher could work. Any kind of AoE weapon that doesn't block green or blue would work. I don't know, whatever you feel like it. It really does not matter for the most part. I guess it matters a little bit more if you're doing like a bunch of PvP 1 trophies, I guess. Because you want to make sure whatever you use is a good cleanup weapon. But as long as it doesn't block Rowan, you're pretty much fine with anything. Yeah, Black Manacles would work pretty good. 20% devour rate. Nice little AoE in there. So you might even cast it before your Rowan in some situations. If you're going for the Black Manacle route. But there's almost no wrong answer as long as Rowan is not blocked on mana. That's the most important thing. As long as she's not blocked, you could pretty much use whatever you have and whatever you want. That seems to work. Yeah, Black Manacles would be a nice option, though you might want to do it before the Rowan, not after, if you are going down that route. But anyways, guys, I'm going to catch you guys later. Thank you again so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it as always. Hope you all stay safe during the virus, and I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I'll catch you guys soon. We'll be back tomorrow night, as I mentioned, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we are every night. Hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be messing around with probably some Guild War prep. Maybe messing around with a new troop, though I believe it's rather useless, and going from there. And then we have Guild Wars for the rest of the week to mess around with. And we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see all of you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you for watching.